സ്ക്രീൻ കാണാലോ അല്ലേ?
കാണാം.
Yes.
The power of SEO in
ഒരു മിനിറ്റ്.
hacking Instagram.
ഓക്കെ, ഫുൾ സ്ക്രീൻ ആയില്ലേ? കാണാലോ അല്ലേ? എനിക്ക് ക്യാൻവ പ്രസന്റേഷൻ അത്ര അധികം വിശ്വാസമില്ല. ഓക്കെ, താങ്ക് യു. സോ ഇന്ന് ഇൻസ്റ്റഗ്രാം അല്ല ടോപ്പിക്. ടോപ്പിക് SEO ഇൻ ഇൻസ്റ്റഗ്രാം ആണ് ടോപ്പിക്. സോ വെരി സ്പെസിഫിക്കലി SEO ഫോക്കസ്ഡ് ആയിട്ടായിരിക്കും ഞാൻ പറയണേ, ബിക്കോസ് മോസ്റ്റ് ഓഫ് ദി ഫങ്ഷൻസ് ഓഫ് ഇൻസ്റ്റഗ്രാം യു ഓൾറെഡി നോ. Okay, so, but if you have a doubt, we can address it, but I'll cover whatever I have prepared because this is new information and this is information that we must be using. So that's the reason I'm giving more importance on this topic. So let's start. So what is SEO? Does anybody know what SEO is? You can unmute and speak. I don't have a problem.
Search engine optimization, where to make internets know that we are there in the digital space.
Correct. So SEO is nothing but it is tweaking your website or whatever digital asset that you have, and by way of which Google understands that you exist. This is exactly what Suraj also said. Now, when you search for something on Google, there are certain websites that come on top, right? The reason they come on top is, one of the reasons they come on top is it is SEO optimized. That content is optimized for search engines. So if I go and type, let's say 3 BHK apartments in Coimbatore, okay, there is a few listings that come on top which are ads. Below that, everything is a search result. That is because it is SEO. Those websites are SEO optimized. Now, what is Instagram SEO? Instagram SEO is nothing but optimizing your Instagram content. So when I say content, it can be your profile, it can be your photos, reels, carousels, everything. Okay, so that it is discovered and it is found easily by new people. Now, all of us here are using Instagram for business purposes. So we need to be found. We just cannot remain in our family circles alone. Right? I'll show you what you can do so that more people can discover you. So what is the importance of SEO? If you can see my screen, I have searched for something that says online yoga, right? And when I search for something like that, this is the listing, or these are the results that I am shown. So there is yoga with Pri, yoga on online yoga center, Satvik yoga, yoga with Luma, a lot of results. So why do these come up? Because they have optimized their profiles. If you look at it, there is a word yoga in most of their usernames, right? In their handles. And some of them also have it in the second line that you see. So if you look at yoga with Pri, it says yoga is there in the username. The word yoga is repeated below it also. So online yoga class. Just search for your name in Instagram search bar and see how it appears. Then you will understand how optimized your profile is. Okay. So why does SEO matter? SEO matters because it gives organic traffic. Imagine if somebody is on Instagram and they're searching for, let's say, a parenting coach. So if your profile is optimized, if you have the word and the keywords in the right places, if your profile appears here, there is a high chance that that person will come onto your profile and check out what you do. If they connect with you, they will engage with you by connect, follow, whatever. But that is how you become discoverable. That is how you get traffic. It also builds your brand visibility, and it also kind of establishes your credibility and trust. Okay, so I'm going directly to my mind map now. Now, from now on, I'll share this with you if you want, but from now on, it's all about what you can do, what you need to do. All the Gyan theory is over. So let's talk about what are the different types of accounts you have on Instagram. So there are two types of accounts primarily. One is a public and one is personal. Now, personal is personal. Most of us would have had a personal Instagram account, which we used to share photos, reels, and all that with our friends and family and all that. But ever since we came into coaching, we shifted to public accounts. Now, if your Instagram account is not public, please go and make it public so that more people get to see you. If your Instagram profile is still personal, only people who follow you can see what you post. Okay. So public Instagram accounts are of two types. One is business and one is creator. Business is normally for brands. So say a Nike is a business account, whereas the founder of Nike will have a creator account. So if you ask me, it does not matter very much if you have a business account or a creator account. But if you're somebody who posts a lot of reels or who wants to post a lot of reels and all that, more options in terms of music, templates are available to creator accounts. So creator is what I would recommend for us. Okay. Now, what do you need to do when it comes to your Instagram username? So it has to be between 50 to 30 characters, because otherwise what happens is people will not be able to read the whole thing and you would be wasting your precious space there. It has to be memorable. Don't just create a username like Bhavya 25, 34, 46 and all that. Okay, don't do that. If you go and look at most of the Instagram accounts that we follow for the content that they post, they would either be a combination of their full name or their profession with a name. If you look at Sid's Instagram account, it says Siddharth Rajshekhar, right? And he also used to have another Instagram account, which was Coach Sid's. It was not Sid's testing new account, something like that. Nothing like that. It has to be memorable. People have to remember you, because sometimes what happens is, if you become popular and all that, people might forget your name, but they will remember you by your Instagram handle. So keep it memorable. And try and incorporate your keyword in the username if possible. Like, for example, let us look at Srirag's Instagram account. He says Nirvana Yoga with Srirag, if I'm not wrong. I'm recalling from my memory, but that's what it is, I think. So he has his
Yeah.
keyword there. Yeah. So he has his keyword there. That will not only tell people, upfront what he is doing, it tells his name, it tells people what he does. He doesn't just do yoga, he does Nirvana Yoga. So it's very clear. Okay. So that is how you need to modify your username. So if you have not done this, please note it down as your task and go and do this, okay? Then let's come to your display name. So there are two things. One is your display name and one is your Instagram username. If you don't understand the difference, let me just show you. Okay, so this is my Instagram account, right? And if you see this, Bhavya_Nandakumar, that is my username. Okay, that is what we had discussed previously. Now I'm talking about your display name. Your display name is this thing, okay? Bhavya. This is what I've written, Bhavya, digital marketing coach, okay? So over there in your display name, make sure to add your primary keywords. So in this case, digital marketing is my primary keyword, okay? This is what I have added in my display name. And then if you have the space, add secondary keywords. And that will give you additional visibility. But again, don't go beyond 45 to 50 characters, because it'll get truncated. Like, it'll become, Instagram will not display the whole thing. Okay, after 45 characters, it'll put some dots. So stick to minimum number of characters, as low as you can and as crisp as you can. Okay. Now, where all can you use keywords? I hope you understand what keywords are. Keywords are nothing but what terms that we search, okay? If you want an ice cream, what do you search? That is the keyword for an ice cream. If you want to find out somebody who teaches mathematics for 8th standard students, what would you type in the search bar? That is a keyword. So it is as simple as that. Now, how can you use keywords, or where all can you use keywords? Again, keywords can be primary and secondary. Now, in primary, you can use them in your display name, like I had shown you earlier. You can use them in username, okay? And you can also use it in the bio. So I don't think I've optimized my bio. Yeah. So for example, if I had done this, I could have said, teaching business owners how to scale their business online, or online marketing simplified, something like that. So that would become my bio description, and I would have put my keyword there. Now, what is my secondary keyword? For example, if my primary keyword, if in your case, let's say, your primary keyword might be yoga, okay? Let's say just yoga, for example. And then your secondary keyword could be a chair yoga or something like that. It can be a micro niche or it can be a related topic. So if you talk about something like a digital marketing can be your primary keyword, and your secondary keyword can be something like an online marketing. They mean the same, right? People can search either of the two. So that is primary and secondary. Now, secondary keywords you can use wherever possible, like in your captions, in your descriptions, whenever you share stories, just put that, in a hashtag form, etc. So how do you optimize your Instagram bio? Let's come to that. So in your Instagram bio, you will have a display name. I'd shown you the display name here, right? This is your display name. And then there is the option of a category. Now, category, you will have, okay, what you have to understand is Instagram is made for the mobile. Only very few functions work better on the system. So if you open up Instagram account settings from your mobile, you will see the option of a category, of choosing a category. Now, many people prefer to show the category on the profile, but I generally don't show, because what happens is we only have so much of space here. If I go and add another coach or a educator, like my category, if I show it here, I'm losing one line there. So I have decided not to show my category there. It depends on what you want. It does not make much of a difference. Okay. So for people to understand what you do. Then you have your description. Your description is only 150 characters. So this entire portion is my description. Okay, I have split it into 3 lines. I have used emojis wherever I want to. This is how you can save the space but convey the right information. Okay, so break your description into different lines. I will give you the template of how you can optimize your bio, but break it into different lines so that it looks neat. Don't write an entire paragraph there, and always make sure that there is a call to action. So in this case, the call to action here is I have told them that there is a free course here. So somebody lands on my profile, they see that I'm a digital marketing coach, they go through my content, whatever, and then they see that there is a free course inside. The possibility of them clicking on this and going and registering for my free course is very high, which is why you always need to have a call to action here. Okay, it can also be a follow me. If you don't have any free things to offer, just write follow for whatever you share. But don't just write a generic follow me. So you can say follow me for daily tips on how to, your chair yoga or yoga for senior citizens or daily doses of the, Vedas, whatever it is that you're offering, just put that as the call to action there. Okay. Now, external links. This is the link that I just showed you. This also you can work on, edit from the mobile. So go to the settings and edit here. You can change the link. And any time that you have a new announcement or a new offer that is there, make sure that you go and update your, link in bio here. Okay. And then you also have the option of enabling contact information. Again, I have chosen not to, because anybody who wants to, get in touch with me, people can just message me there. Okay, so I have not chosen to show contact information, but if you want, you can do that. So these are the things that have to be included in your Instagram bio. Now let's look at what are the different types of bios available. Okay, so the first one is statement type. Now, statement type is very straightforward. People say that I am XYZ, follow me for ABCD, click the link below to dash. Okay, so that is your call to action. Again, in most of the Instagram bio templates, you have people giving call to actions. Because anyway, somebody is interested in your profile, and that is why they are reading what you've written in the bio. So why not get them to take an action? If you don't have a freebie, you can also think of, giving them a WhatsApp group link. Tell them to join the group. This is how you can generate organic leads as well. Because when people click on the group link, they join WhatsApp. Anyway, they're looking at it from the mobile. Most people do not use Instagram on the laptop. They just scroll through the mobile, right? So just give them a link where they can click and join your WhatsApp group. And in that WhatsApp group, you can keep nurturing them so that you have a set of organic leads who will come for your webinars. Okay, that is the statement type of a bio. Next, you have the achievement type. These are the most commonly seen types. There's no hard and fast type that is set by Instagram, but these are just observations. Now, in achievement type, you can tell who are you. Okay, so your whatever your profession is, why should people follow you? You can say that you provide daily tips on something on your niche. You can show them what your achievement is, like you have trained 300 people or you have conducted XYZ seminars, etc. And then again, a CTA. CTA is nothing but a call to action. So make sure that whatever you do, there is a call to action. Anything online you do, make sure that there is a call to action. Now, even on Substack, if you have started to create content, make sure that there is a call to action. You can have two different types. One, you can ask people to subscribe to you, follow you, and all that. Or you can ask them to download a freebie, join a WhatsApp group, something like that. Okay, so always remember to have a call to action no matter what that is that you do. You can put call to actions in your bio here, in your reels. Okay, so whatever matter you have to tell, you deliver the content and then you tell them that check out the free, resource in my link in bio or something like that. Or comment XYZ word and I will send you the link, etc. Okay. But always make sure that you're engaging people by asking them to take an action after they have consumed your content. Then there are the creative types. For them, no rules apply. They're generally accounts that are there for fun. They're not there for business as such. So they take up funny, sarcastic tones, and then they have very short bios. Not going to spend time there because it's pretty straightforward. So what is a good template for an Instagram bio? If you want to break it into 3 lines, these are the only 3 things that you need to say. You have to introduce yourself, give people a reason to follow you, and also give a call to action of your offering. This order is important because the minute they land on your profile, they want to see who you are. So you're introducing yourself, and then you tell them that this is the type of content that I share. I share, humorous tips based on my life on a daily basis. So that is the reason that they should follow you. Reading this, they take the decision whether you are somebody they want to follow or not. Okay, and then give them a call to action. And if you have a new product, you can tell people that, announce it here. Join the wait list for my next course or something like that. And give the link just below this. So this is the template of an ideal template of your Instagram bio. But what you have to understand is Instagram will provide only one space. Like it is a square box and you have to manually break it down into different lines. So you can choose to break it down into 3, 4, or even 5 lines. But 3 is ideal because it sits very snugly on a mobile screen. See, these are the 3 lines that I'm talking about. And then comes your link. Okay, this is the reason I asked you to put the call to action at the end, because directly after that, you can show your link here. Okay. Now let's come to highlights. Now, what are highlights on Instagram? You have seen these round things, right? These are highlights. Now, mine is white background, which is why you're not able to make out. But if you go to the profile of people on Instagram, you will see these round things. So those are called highlights. They are generally the only way. Okay, you know what Instagram stories are? You share, it is like a WhatsApp status. You share some bit of, let's say, a short video of you taking a walk in the morning, or you eating something, you're going somewhere. So you share daily tidbits of your life on your Instagram stories. Now, the specialty about stories is they are live only for 24 hours. So after 24 hours, if you want to highlight them and show them somewhere, you have to add them to your Instagram highlights. Okay, so this is highlight for you. Literally, it is a highlight of what you do. So now let's come to highlights and dig a little deeper. You can have, ideally, you should have 5 to 7 highlights. You can have n number I've seen people like if their name is, let's say Rahul or something, they have highlights that spell Rahul. Okay. The first one says R, then it says A, like that. But ideally, in a business scenario, since you're on Instagram to generate more business for you, let's keep it to the minimum that is required. Just keep 4, 5, or maximum 7. The idea is not to have, people shouldn't scroll to find the information that you're sharing. It has to be accessible, it has to be directly seen, and it has to be easily accessible. So stick to 5 or 7. I think I have 4. Now, having the right highlights make your Instagram account look like a mini website. Okay. How does that happen? So somebody lands on your Instagram account, they read who you are, all that. And then if I have something that says feedback is nothing but my customer testimonials I have pinned there. Then I'm talking about who I am. Probably I share more about my work there. Then I have something called a masterclass where I announce the next sessions that I'm going to do. So it acts like a mini website. This is a home page. You have an about us page here. You have a customer testimonial page here. And you have a products or a services page here. So that is how, or that is why your Instagram highlights have to be treated like a mini website. You can add highlight covers. Now, what are highlight covers? So when you add a story to your highlight, it looks very generic. It kind of shows a summary of whatever you've shared. Now, okay, yeah, you can see the difference here. For example, this highlight, which says speaking, I have not added a cover, okay? So this just shows whatever I have posted there. Did you see? I'll show you again. If I click on the highlight that says speaking, it just shows the post that is inside, okay? And it looks very shabby. But if I click on feedback, I have added a cover. My colors are purple and white, which is why I have added a highlight that is in purple and white color. If I click on that, that is not the image that is going to come up because it will show whatever feedback if I've added. See, that's a review that I have added. And again, the next review will come up. So you can add as many as you want. Okay. This is the reason you need to add highlights because it looks so much neater. It looks very professional. That reminds me, I have to go and change my highlight on the speaking tab. Okay. So make sure to match it with your brand colors. I'll show you a hack towards the end, how to create your brand colors and how to match anything that you do to your brand colors. Now match this with your brand colors. See, I said I use purple, right? So purple and white is what I've shared here. But this again, ignore because I've not worked on that. This is purple and white, okay? It looks neater. Now, what do you highlight or what are the things that are good to be highlighted? If you're a business, you can highlight your business information. If you're a personal, somebody who provides a coaching service, someone like us, you can provide information about yourself, okay? You can show your products or your services that you have, whatever people can buy. You can do your announcements or you can pin up events that you are going to be present at. Share customer testimonials because they add a lot of credibility, a lot of value to who you are. Then you can add a lot of behind the scenes because they are very fun to look at. People want to know the person behind the Instagram account, right? They don't just want to see what you show. They want to feel who you are. So just show them bits of your life, probably footages of you taking a session, of you going out and having fun with your friends and family and all that. You can also link your bonuses and freebies here because when people go through, your story highlights, they can click there, they can see what you have as a freebie, and then they can download it from your website or wherever you have it. You can include a lot of FAQs. So if you have a coaching program, you can have a highlight dedicated only to that FAQ. Like probably you can answer questions like, do you do one-on-one sessions? Is it a group session? Are things live or are they recorded? A lot of questions that a lot of your customers ask, you can answer them here. You can also take the chance and introduce yourself there. Okay, introduction can be done in 2 ways. One is a highlight. So this is a who am I highlight. You can also do this, okay? You can have a post, and you can pin it up so that this is the first post that people land on when they come on your Instagram profile. So what I've done here is I've just put up a photo of mine and then I've said, what I do, who I am and all that. Okay. Yeah, see, this is the photo that I have. And I'm saying who I am, what I do, who I help. That's it. It's a very small self-introduction that I have put there and pinned it up for people to easily look at if they want to. Okay, so you can do that. And you can also share tips and tricks. Okay, if there are certain tips and tricks that you maybe on every Monday you have an Instagram story which where you share a tip that you can pin it up in your story highlights. Okay. Now that we've covered highlights, let's come to our profile pic optimization. So what is a profile pic optimization? Instagram just needs your photo, right? Wrong. Because it has to be optimized if you want to stand out. Now, how do you optimize it? Be in the center of the picture. Don't just never have a group photo as your Instagram profile pic. People have to know who it is, right? If you show them three people, one, nobody's face is going to be clear and they won't know who the page belongs to, A, B, C, or D. Okay, so always make sure that you upload a good quality single photo of yours. Make sure that the photos are in very attractive colors and crop it decently. Like, don't have a picture of you standing under a waterfall. Nobody will be able to understand where your head is, where your foot is. Crop it decently so that it looks like a passport size photo and your face is right in the center and the focus. Okay. Make sure that you have a clean background. So even if it's a photo that you took when you went for a picnic and there is a mountain behind you, there are tools online that you can use to clean up the background. Upload your photo there, clean the background, add a nice color, probably, I mean, if possible, a color that you want to use for your brand. Use that as the background. And befriend the blanks. So what do I mean by befriend the blanks? Have a lot of empty space. Don't cram everything behind you. If you want to stand in front of a plain white wall, that is enough. It's good. If you want to put a plain blue background, that is good. You don't need to have a lot of paraphernalia behind you, okay? Befriend those blanks. So what are the tools where you can go and optimize your profile picture? You can go to something called as a PFP maker. So you upload this photo there, whatever photo you want to, you can upload it there. And they will remove the background and they'll show different options. They probably, I think, around 9 to 10 options where you will have different colors in your background. It's just yellow color and your face. That's it. It's going to look very nice. It really pops out. Your face really looks visible in those images. So this is something that you can check out. You can also go to Canva, again, remove background and edit the backgrounds. You can also edit your profile pictures in PicsArt. Okay, so please go back and do this if you have not already done. If your profile pictures are not clean, if your face is not visible, please go and change. Now let's come to captions. So we have spoken about your account. You have to make it public. How to set up your username, how to edit your display name, where all you can use your keywords, how to write your Instagram bio. So the outside portions are getting clear. We've discussed how to get work on the bio template. We've discussed how to do your highlights, profile pic optimization, all of that. So if you look at an Instagram account, all this we have discussed so far. Okay. Now we come to the main portion, which is the content. Let's come and discuss that. So SEO optimized captions, what you need to understand or what you need to always keep in mind is you have to crack the code on the first sentence. It is extremely important to have a very eye-catching or attention-grabbing phrase in the beginning because otherwise people are not going to read it. Now, a lot of people use a lot of tactics to get people to read their descriptions. Like they will show a 1 second clipping and say everything is in the caption. That is a strategy, but then that's not always something that you can do always. It is very irritating to the user when you keep doing that. So what else can you do? So these are some of the phrases or some of the strategies that you can adopt. You can have put out bold claims. You can say, earn 3 lakhs in the next one day, something like that. and then explain what you mean. Okay, don't just leave a sentence like that over there and go away without an explanation. Explain what you meant by that one sentence. Then you can use negative hooks. Okay, negative hooks, an example would be, this is why you fail, or stop doing ABCD, something like that. You can also ask questions, relatable questions. So you can ask them, are you also someone like me who sits throughout the day? Do you have a sedentary lifestyle? Something like that. So begin your sentences with are you also. So when you use the word you, it's like you're talking to them, right? That it creates that one-to-one connection or a conversation kind of a feeling. So make sure to use a lot of you personal words. Don't say you guys, them, they, and all that. Always understand and keep in mind that you're talking to one person. It's not a speech that you're giving on a stage. You're talking to one person holding their mobile in front of them. So it is I, me, you, okay? Then you can give a solution. If you have spoken about a problem in your post, you can give them a solution. Maybe you have spoken about how your child is throwing a lot of tantrums. So what can they do so that they can, treat their child better or handle their child better? That is the solution that you need to provide in the caption. You can also mention a problem. If you have given a solution in your post, mention the problem that gets solved by that. Now, what else can you do? You need to add a lot of value in whatever you write. What I've seen a lot of people do is they have a long script for their reel. They deliver the entire content nicely on the reel, on the video, and then they paste the exact same thing in the description. It does not work like that. It works, yes, but it should not be like that. That is not the right way to do things. You have to add value. If you don't have anything additional to say, just keep your description very short. You don't have to paste your entire reel script there. It spoils the experience for the user. Okay. Then you can use emojis. So wherever you have emojis that can mean whatever a word that you're meaning, like I've seen people use different emojis. Now, ever since ChatGPT has come, that rocket emoji is a huge hit. It's being used and abused everywhere. But you can consider using emojis wherever you want. Tell a story in the caption. And whenever you're doing all of this, keep in mind that you have to have keywords in all of this. So if it is digital marketing, if it is parenting, if parenting for teens, if it is a bhakti related thing, okay, whatever your niche is, make sure that whatever you write carries the keywords also. That is how you can optimize your captions. Okay. And make sure to use line breaks and formatting. Now, what happens is sometimes when you type on the mobile, it comes across very shabbily. So open up your WhatsApp, open up your notes app, or just open your laptop and type out whatever you want to type, format it properly, copy it, and then paste it on Instagram. You don't have to directly write on Instagram. Make sure that it is cleanly formatted. If you have bullet points, number them, leave spaces between the lines. Make that experience better for somebody who is who's taking the time and effort to read your caption. And end with a call to action. Always end with a call to action. Sometimes we share a lot of things and then we don't really have a call to action. So what do you do in that case? You can always ask people to leave their thoughts in the comments, but that is not going to generate a lot of traction for you. But you can ask people to follow you for similar content or ask a question at the end so that they can give a yes or no answer. As simple as that. But try and get people to comment on your post. Okay. Every comment is seen as an engagement by Instagram, and Instagram loves people who make other people engage on their post. So try and get as many comments as you can on your posts. Now that we've optimized our captions, let's come to the next bit inside the captions. They are hashtags. Okay, let's talk about hashtags. Now, the first question that people have when it comes to Instagram and hashtags is, are hashtags any useful anymore? Not much, but they're still relevant. They've not like completely died, but the earlier trend of hashtags where you could post 30 hashtags in every post and become viral based on hashtags, those days are gone. But you can still create a lot of visibility by using the right hashtags. And what is the strategy? Instagram asks you to only use relevant hashtags. So you would have seen certain posts where they would be talking about, let's say, they would be talking about making a book, okay? And in the captions or in the hashtags, you would see something like viral, hashtag love, something like that. If it is not related to whatever content that you're posting, please don't use it, okay? And use only 5 to 7 hashtags. I will tell you how you can create those 5 to 7 hashtags. And mix up long and short. Like if you have a hashtag that says yoga, have a hashtag that is slightly longer also, like yoga for senior citizens, something like that. Mix up the long and short hashtags. If you look at it in a very broad sense, hashtags are of 3 types: branded, trending, and industry specific. Okay. Now, branded hashtags are where company names, brand names, etc. are used. So, Nike, something like a Ola or an Uber. Okay, all those are branded hashtags. Trending hashtags are the things that, I mean, since for the last 1 week or so, the hashtag Navratri was trending because it was Navratri, it was a seasonal affair. Okay, and then you can also have industry specific hashtags, which is, let's say, you're into paint business. Okay, so construction related, paint related, whatever is your niche or your industry, those are also some keywords that you can use. Now, are you guys still with me? Can I see some yeses in the chat box if you guys are still with me? Any questions so far? Okay, let's hold on to the questions. We can see them in the end. Okay, just hold on to your questions. I have probably half an hour to go and then I'll come to all your questions. Okay. Now, so what are the different types of hashtags or how can you create your hashtags? Let's take an example of email marketing. If that is your main topic, what are the 7 keywords, hashtags that you can use? The first one is a main topic keyword. Okay. So if your niche is happiness, happiness is your main topic. So that is one hashtag. And then you can find a subtopic. For example, if you're into laughter yoga can be your subtopic. Then you can talk about niche 1. So what niche 1 and niche 2 are nothing but 2 keywords of the same niche. So what I've taken here is email marketing belongs to digital marketing. Digital marketing is also known as online marketing. Okay, so niche 1 and 2, 2 keywords for your niche, 2 hashtags for your niche. I'm sorry. Then you can add a location based. This is very important because a lot of people want to work with somebody who is geographically close to them. So if you have a company, if you have a business, if you are located in, say, Thrissur, always add that location identifier wherever possible so that people relate to you a little bit more. And then you can use what is known as an affinity hashtag. Affinity is nothing but since the topic is email marketing or happiness or whatever it was, a coach or a tutor or a tutorial or tips, all those are affinity hashtags. Anybody who is interested in the main topic may search for these also. That is the assumption. Okay. And then you have your brand hashtag. Now, in this case, my brand is known as Digital Dynamo Tribe. So I've used that. If yours is Serene's Happiness Hub, please use that. Okay. And the most important thing is, even if you do not use any of these hashtags, what you have to be careful about is to not use banned hashtags. Okay, there are some hashtags that are banned by Instagram. They are generally obscene words. Okay, they are used by bots to create traffic and all that. And there is a very popular word that everybody uses every Friday. I mean, every February. It is Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, Valentine's Day is also a banned hashtag. So how do you identify if a hashtag is banned, right? What you can do is open up Instagram on your phone, go to that search bar, and type out whatever you want. Okay. So if you type hashtag Valentine's Day and then you don't see any post underneath, you can understand that that is the hashtag that is banned by Instagram. Now, this banning and unbanning keeps happening often. So there is no, one particular set of list that I can give you. But if you have a doubt that this may be banned, please go and check out before posting, before using that hashtag. Because what happens is if you use a banned hashtag, there is a very popular word among influencers. It's called shadow banning. Okay. Your Instagram account will get shadow banned. Nothing but your visibility will be less. Even when people search for you, that you may not be able to get that much of visibility. So please don't use banned hashtags. What you can do, however, is just take this template and create your set of hashtags and store it somewhere, probably in your notes app or somewhere. Okay. And every time you make a post, just copy and paste this. Copy your set of hashtags, come back and paste it so that you don't have to work on that every time. You don't have to, do a lot of guesswork. But if your topic is different, I mean, every time you change the topic, make sure that you change the hashtag as well. Okay. Now let's come to optimizing post. I already spoke about how you can optimize your captions, like your reels, your photos, carousels, etc. Now, what I want to talk to you about is what if you post a single post? Okay, like it's a single photo that you post. How do you optimize that? Yes, you can do your captions, you can do your hashtags, all of that, but there is something additional known as an alt text. Now, an alt text is when you go and paste your, upload your photo, and then when you come to the screen where you write out your caption, there is a more settings. There's a button like more settings. Click on that, and the window for an alt text will show up. Now, alt text is nothing but it is something that Google uses to understand what an image is. Okay, so if you upload a photo of a dog having coffee, don't again go and write out your entire caption. You might have written your a story about that photo in the caption, but in your alt text, you have to tell what the image is. You have to tell that a dog is drinking coffee. That's it. Do not copy paste your entire caption. This is for Google and Instagram algorithm to understand what your image is. Now, those guys cannot read pictures, but they read the words. So make sure that you clearly specify what it is that you're showing in the photo. Okay, now alt text is available only for photos. So don't go searching for this in your reels and all that. And when you tell what your image is, you can use 1 or 2 keywords. Okay, like for example, you upload a picture of somebody doing Shirshasana. Okay, so you can say that a person is doing a headstand, comma, the keyword. He is doing this asana in yoga. That's it. That is all that is enough. You don't have to write out an entire sentence. And this increases your visibility a lot because this is how you train the machine, that is the search engine, to understand what you post. Okay. Now, when you come to your videos, I spoke about the photos now. Now, I want to shift the focus to videos. Now, when you talk about videos, subtitles are super important. Why? Because my English may not be easy for somebody else to understand. Okay, but just by listening, there is a lot of gap that can come. My Malayalam might not be the same dialect or accent somebody from the Malabar region is used to. So they may not be able to understand whatever I'm saying. But if that text is also written on the screen, they can grasp it better. The retention of that user is better. They also have a better experience when it comes to connecting with you. It shows that you have actually taken the effort to make that person understand what you're trying to communicate. Okay, that is one. It also helps you grab a lot of attention. And while that's a small point, the next point, which is the silent viewers, is something that I want you to really understand. A lot of people, they sit and watch reels while they're in the office or when they're in the train, they're traveling, etc. So they watch reels on silent mode. Not everybody connects their earphones all the time. 30% of people watch Instagram reels on silent mode. Only if they're interested in what they see when it is silent do they open and play it. So to capture the attention of those silent viewers, make sure that you have subtitles. Now, subtitling is not very difficult. There are a lot of apps that will help you do it. There are apps like Captions and all that. But there is also the option of adding subtitles on Instagram itself, especially if your video is in English, you can use that option. It doesn't look very fancy. It looks like plain, boring text, but it does the purpose. Now, in addition to helping the user, the text on the video also helps the algorithm to understand what it is that you are, talking about. Okay, so that is why you need to have subtitles on your video. Now, since I spoke about the algorithm just now, let's wind up this topic on, discussing about that as well. Now, everybody says you have to hack the algorithm, you have to beat the algorithm to be visible and all that. But what people don't understand is for every type of content that is there available on Instagram, there are different algorithms. So for a feed, you have a different algorithm. For stories, there is another one. For your explore page, there is another one. For your reels, there is another one. But if you ask me, let's not break our heads about this. Just ignore, you do your duty, whatever you have to do. But make sure that you are consistent in whatever you do. Now, consistency does not mean that you have to post every day. If you post only on Fridays, do that. That is your consistency. That is your pattern. But stay consistent. Don't take, don't be like the waves in the ocean. Suddenly you have an upward trend, you post for 10, 15 days continuously, and then you take a break for a week. Don't do that. Because then Instagram sees you as somebody who is not trustworthy to show up. Okay. If you think you can post only 2 times in a week, post only 2 times, but post 2 times every week. Okay. Now, that being said, what are the things that you should not do? You shouldn't upload low quality images or footages. Do not copy somebody's work. Don't upload duplicates of what somebody has already done. Now, a lot of people do this, but how they do it is they do it very creatively. Like, for example, one creator might have said 3 places to go travel to this summer. The next person will get the same idea, but they will make it 4 places or they will make it 5 places, something like that. They bring their own twist to it. So please make sure that you don't blatantly copy, but bring your own perspective, bring your own twist to whatever you're doing. Don't upload anything with a watermark. Instagram absolutely hates it because initially what a lot of people did where they uploaded their videos on TikTok, they downloaded it from there and came and uploaded it on Insta. But Insta does not like it. Your logos are fine, but if you can, put it only towards the end. Don't put it in the beginning. At least for the first 5-10 seconds, don't have any logos. Okay? And absolutely no watermarks. There are some tools that help you correct your eye tracking and all that on videos, but what happens is if they are free tools, there is a chance that they leave their watermark on their videos. So before you upload anything, just double check and triple check that you do not have any watermarks. And then guidelines, stick to whatever Instagram guidelines are there. Do not post anything that is obscene. Do not do anything that is borderline risky. Do not be very careful whenever you share pictures with children and all that. Now, what should you do? Every time you make a post, just ask yourself these questions. Okay. Is my post share worthy? Somebody sees this, will they feel like sending this to a friend or somebody they know? Is this savable? Does this have value so that they save this reel and then they come back and revisit it? Okay. And is it commentable? Am I engaging enough so that somebody feels like they have to put a comment? And at the end, do this for your own good. Put a call to action. Get people to do what you want them to do. Now I have a question for you. Among like, share, and save, what do you think is the most important? What makes
Sharing.
a post go viral?
Share.
Okay. Yeah, it is share and save. Between share and save, there is no decision as such, but it is not likes. Getting likes on your post is not important anymore. But how many shares can you get? How many saves can you get? That decides whether your post is successful or not. Okay. So that is why your captions have to be long. Your captions have to be detailed. You have to research on what your Instagram keywords are and use them wherever possible. Now, if you have any questions, I can take them because this is all that I have to share with you. One second, let me just run through my presentation as well to check. Yeah, username, bio, captions, hashtags. Okay, all this we have discussed. Yeah, the importance of a relevant username. If you have a keyword in your username, there is a option, there is a higher chance of you showing up whenever somebody searches for you. An optimized bio. So these are some examples of optimized bios that I've taken out so that you guys can also understand what I'm trying to see. See, helping entrepreneurs build their online business generated this much of money and then call to action. And then he's put a link there. That is what Russell Brunson has done. Now, Gopal has given another format. He's just put one line that I help statement. I help coaches do this, this, this. And then he's put a link to his class. Now, yeah, so this is the template of your bio. Would you help? How do you do it? If you have any social proof, do add that and then give a call to action. Now, this is something that I want to talk to you about. When you search for something, what decides what are the results? Okay. How does Instagram decide on what profiles to show you when you search for something? For example, I went on Instagram and searched for parenting coach. A lot of results came. Okay. Now, these top three are probably people with a lot of followers. But if you look at the bottom two, okay, there is one Sujita parenting coach and a Priyanka Tibrewala something. Those two people showed up because I have a common follower with them. Somebody I follow is following these people as well. That is the reason, in spite of having less number of followers, their results showed up. So your activity, what you do on Instagram, also modifies the results that you get out of Instagram. Okay. Yeah, so ranking, bio, yes, we are done. Okay, I'm done. If you guys have any questions, please ask. Oh, I told you I
Super
would
clear to
share.
me. Thank you.
Sorry?
Super clear to me. Thank you for the session.
Thank you. Wait, I had to show you something. Let me check if I can pick up that site. Okay, I told you I would show you how to build creatives based on your brand colors, right? So let me just show you that website as well. So yeah. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So this site is called coolors.co. Okay. COOLORS. Coolors. Now, the best thing about this website is you can visualize the colors that you want in your brand. Now, let's say there are two options for you. Let's start with this blue button. It says start the generator. Okay. What you can do is if you have a particular color in mind, let's say green. Okay. This is the color. Or okay. If I want this color, this one color, I'm sure that I want this color in my branding. What I will do is I will like this color and I will lock this color here. Okay. Now, what happens when I lock this color is it will keep changing all the other colors until I can find a palette that I like. Now, if I just hit space bar, see all the colors changed. And if I like anything from this, I will again lock that color, but I don't like. Okay, so I hit the space bar again. Okay, this color is probably something that I want. So I will lock this also. And I decide that I want only 2 or 3 colors. So I've already chosen 2 colors. Now I don't want 3 more. I just want 1 more color. So I will close this. I will close this also. Now only 3 colors remain, but I don't want this orange brown color. I will again hit the space bar. Keep doing that until a color comes that I like. Okay. Okay. Assume that I like this color. I will lock this. Now I want to visualize what this will look like on a creative or an image. If you see this, these 3 boxes, it says visualize color. So I'll click on that. Now what this site will do is it will generate a lot of images with those exact colors so that you understand what your collaterals will look like. So you can take a decision whether you're happy with these colors or not. Suppose you are happy. Now what I will do is, because I create all my images and all my posters on Canva, I want these colors on Canva also. So I will just take a screenshot of this. I will just take a screenshot of these 3 colors. Go to Canva. And let's say I want to start creating a social media poster. Okay. Okay, let's take this. Okay, or this. Now, this is the template that Canva gives, but I want to make it more aligned to my colors. So what I will do is the screenshot that we just took, I will paste it here. Okay, it's come here. Now I will right click on this and there is an option if you scroll down to apply colors to the page. If you click on apply colors to the page, what will happen is all these colors will change and the whole page will become based on the 3 colors that I have uploaded. See, if you don't like which color went where, you can do that again. Again, apply colors. So it will do its own magic. It will reshuffle the entire thing. You can keep doing that until you like what you see. Okay, this is something that I like. So that is how you can create branding elements. Okay, any image that you want, even your website, images that go on your website, your profile picture, background, all of that, you can do this so that when they come to your Instagram account, it looks very neat. Like I have 3 colors that I use. I have an orange, I have a pink and a purple that I commonly use. Now what I've done is I've done the exact same thing. I went on I went on Canva and created reel covers. So this is how my reels look now. These colors are what I'm using. Okay. So this is something that you can do. Now, why do you have to do this? Because it looks neater. When somebody comes to your profile, it looks like you've put some thought behind what you've done. And what happens is if you post a lot of reels, all the images are going to look like you starting to open your mouth, you looking somewhere, right? It doesn't look very nice. So to bring a lot of aesthetic beauty to this is what you can do. This is the website that I wanted to show you and I'm done.